I'm not sure. The only thing that's important is right now that you guys are actually tuned in to this so that you can actually get the 5 reasons your New Year's resolutions are actually destined to fail. All right, here we go. So first and foremost, we know it is that time again, that time of year again, where you're probably scribbling on pieces of paper, you're scribbling on napkins, and you're writing down potential New Year resolutions. Woo! On a cocktail napkin at the company's party. So you're excited for the change, and you can just see yourself maybe in that bikini, maybe pushing that new ride, that house, that condo, maybe starting that own business, that your new business, whatever it may be. But what a better time to finally hammer down on your goals than the new year, right? That's the way that most of us would really think, oh, it's the New Year's, I'm going to go ahead and do this, and I'm going to go ahead and do that. And you know what? Truthfully speaking, it's actually a definite and concrete point in time for change when a new year comes in. And although that you know that this date is pretty arbitrary, it just feels different, So when a new year comes in, it's just like, oh, this is a new year. But technically speaking, it's kind of like it's just the next day after December 31st. But you know what? There's always a time where you can make New Year's today. You can start today with your New Year's resolutions and beginning to create the life that you want to see for yourself. So with all of that being said, we know that some of you might have some goals of saying, you're going to stop smoking. Maybe some of you are saying that you're not going to eat all of the wrong things, that you're going to let go of sugar. Maybe you're going to stop drinking soda. I don't know. But whatever it is, you have to know that if you don't have a plan in place to actually get that goal to actually come into fruition, it is more than likely, if you fail to plan, then you should plan to fail. And so today I'm going to talk to you guys about a few things that may open up your eyes. I'm hoping that it actually clicks a few light bulbs in your head that will help to keep you on the path so that you don't fall down the lane of failure when it comes to resolutions and them not coming into fruition, because it's kind of the worst feeling to actually get started on a New Year's resolution. And then maybe after about 3 weeks down into the line, you're finding yourself eating a piece of chocolate cake, or you find yourself pushing the notebook where you wrote everything down to the side and saying that I'm going to get back to it and things of that nature. We know that procrastination is like a number one killer of your dreams, So throughout the next few weeks up into New Year's, I'm going to give you guys some helpful tools and hints on different things on how to overcome certain areas when it comes to actually fulfilling your goals and keeping your dream real alive. Hey, Troy. Hey, delicate flower. Please share this video, guys. Thank you so much, Shakima, for sharing. Please share this video, guys. I know that this information is going to help more than just you. So if you can be a beacon of light to actually share this information with someone else, you will be blessed, obviously, for the giving. Okay? So let's go ahead and get started. I think I'm going to put my cool shades back on until I have to scream at y'all, and then I'll take them back off. All right, so let me make sure that everything is positioned properly. As you guys know, I'm using a whole new system now to do this live. So I'm just, this is kind of my first one. I did a tester one a little bit earlier, but this is kind of my first one being able to go all the way through with an actual topic that I wanted to share with you guys. So all of those New Year's resolutions, they sound great in theory, but unfortunately, it is likely that you've already failed before you have even begun. So here are 5 reasons why your New Year's resolution has been destined to fail from the start. All right, so we're going to start with number 1. And I gave you guys this one the other day, but now we're just going to elaborate a little bit on it, okay? So number 1, You are not emotionally invested in your resolution. I know. Woo! That's a hard rock to swallow, right? I get it. Trust me, I get it. Sometimes we say that we want to do certain things and we set up this resolution to, I don't know, maybe stop smoking or something like that. And it's just a matter of time before you done went and picked up that stinking cigarette or whatever it might be. Okay. So you say that you want to do something, but you're not emotionally connected to actually making that happen. So when you say that you want to do something, but you don't feel it like really down in your heart, you don't really feel it in your bones, then you're actually setting yourself up for failure. So to succeed, you're going to need to want something so much that you're willing to do almost anything to achieve it. And that is how you actually accomplish the goal. And that's how you actually achieve the goal. So if you set a goal for something that you kind of say that you want, but you don't really desire it, then what's going to happen if you're not connected to it? You're going to begin to slack. So don't set goals and things that you don't really feel in your heart that you want to achieve. I need you to start setting goals on things that you really feel connected to it. So with all the change that comes, there does come a time when the going is going to get tough. And if you don't have enough emotional intensity behind your resolution, your resolve is going to wear down. So you might be all energetic in the beginning. Yeah, I'm going to lose weight, blah, 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 blah. And then if you don't have enough momentum to actually keep you focused on that, down the drain you go. So when that happens, it's only a matter of time until your resolution is but a distant memory. So please, guys, make sure that you set resolutions that you are emotionally invested in, and not just saying that it's something that you want to change and you know that you don't really feel it in your heart. Number 2, your behind is not willing to raise your standards. Some people say, oh, I do raise my standards. I know what I want. If you knew what you want, you wouldn't be all over the place. And that, I'm going to take my glasses off and say, that's just the truth. That is just the bottom line. Anything that you really want, you would raise your standards and you would make sure that it happened. Now, let me put my mama shades back on. All right. So some people get up every day. Let's say that losing weight is one of your goals for your New Year's resolutions, right? So some people, they get up maybe like 5 o'clock in the morning and they go running. Then some of them exercise every day after work. And then there's some of them that might go to the gym around 3 or 4 times a week. All of these people have different standards for their dedication that they give to their health and their body. So even though each one of them have different standards for their dedication that they're giving to the way that they want to look on the outside, they're all going to achieve their results because they actually have a plan in place and they've raised their standard as to what it is that they want to look like. So if you know that you're 30, 40, 50 pounds overweight and you consistently keep eating the things that are putting more and more pounds onto you, then that means that you don't really have a true standard to the point where what it is that you want, you really are willing to do whatever it takes to get to it. Because when you really want to lose weight and you really want to see that fabulous body pop out, you want to see your chest for the fellas and the muscles pop out, when that's something that you really want to see, when you see that cake, ain't no temptation in the world. You're going to see it and be like, you know what? If I eat that cake, actually, if I eat 3 slices of that cake, it's going to weigh me down. I'm not going to be able to think straight because I'm going to be feeling guilty about the fact that I actually indulged in eating something that I know is against the results that I'm looking for. You understand what I'm saying? So if that's the case, then you really do have to raise your standards for what it is that you want. Well, you got to think about it, guys. The state of anything in your life is basically a direct reflection of the standards that you hold yourself to. So anyone can literally see your standards by looking at your body. So if losing weight is one of the things that you're focused on for your New Year's resolutions, and you're not setting your standards, I could look at you and tell that you haven't set a high standard as to the way that you want your body to look. So if you tell me that you want to lose weight, but you still got 3 butter rolls down the sides of your little waistline here, and you're saying that you want a 28-inch waistline, then you're not holding fast to a standard that is going to actually keep you in alignment with the weight loss goals that you said that you desire. So if you are not connected to that fully, guys, you will fail. So you have to raise your standard, and you have to stick to the standard that you set. Okay? So for instance, too, let's say you want to quit smoking. If you want to quit smoking, then you have to hold your health at a higher standard. If you want to lose the weight, you have to hold the appearance of your body at a higher standard. You must hold this standard with everything that you have. You understand what I'm saying? With everything in your body, every core being, every cell in your body, you have to hold tight to this standard. You have to know that you're not going to allow yourself to fall, because the moment that a little temptation comes in, boom, you're going to be back at square one, waiting to 2018, setting the same goal and not accomplishing it, and being pissed off that you're not accomplishing what you set out to achieve. So that's what we're trying to avoid for you for this year. Number 3, you have to, I think number 3, what I'm going to give you guys is the fact that you refuse to burn some bridges. You refuse to burn some boats. And when I say that, I'll give you an example. For instance, let's just say you decide that you want to stop smoking, but you keep ashtrays in the house just in case. Then that means that you're not willing to burn that bridge. You're not willing to burn that boat. Your whole heart isn't into the attempt for you to stop smoking if you're still going to have ashtrays and stuff around that's going to trigger the temptation for you to actually want to go grab a cigarette. You understand what I'm saying? So you're going to have to actually burn some boats. You're going to have to actually put yourself in a situation to where there's nothing around you that's going to trigger you. You understand what I'm saying? So if you're not willing to burn your boats, and your whole heart isn't in the attempt, then you're going to fall. The first time that your willpower is challenged, you are going to fail, and it is not going to come into fruition for you. So if you really want to resolve to do something, then you have to put yourself in a situation where you can't go back at all, or at least without great difficulty, because sometimes you might be around people. Maybe you visit somebody else's house and maybe they might have an ashtray or something. I don't know. Whatever it might be, you just want to kind of keep yourself away from the triggers. Weight loss. If you want to lose weight, or maybe you want to gain weight, I don't know. Most people want to lose weight. So if you want to lose weight and you keep in your refrigerator sodas, ice pops, beer, and I hate to say that one because I know a lot of people enjoy drinking, but at the end of the day, beer has a lot of yeast in it, and that's probably adding a whole lot of pounds to you too if you don't have like a high metabolism in order to burn it off. You understand what I'm saying? So you want to do things and set your surroundings up in a way that you don't set yourself up for failure. If it's opening your own business, then you want to make sure that you have things around you that keeps you motivated. Maybe you want to put some affirmations on your refrigerator, like, I am successful. I am confident. I can't wait for my business. I don't want to say I can't wait for my business to take off, because if you say I can't wait for something, then that's actually sending out the wrong vibration. So scratch that one. But putting something on your affirmation, such as my business is growing more and more every day. My clients are happy and satisfied with the services that I provide. You understand what I'm saying? So you want to use things like that. You want to surround yourself with things that are going to keep you focus and keep you on a path, not actually kind of trigger you to go out of alignment. Okay, so burn the boats, burn them. It's just like you're trying to get over a bridge. You know, when you're trying to get over that bridge, if the bridge is burnt down, your behind cannot cross over into New York City. You get what I'm saying? So burn it, burn it, burn it, let it go. Just find a way to do things that are going to help you actually stick to the resolution that you say that you desire. All right, number 4, you don't have strong enough reasons to stick with your resolution. Now, of course, internal motivations are always stronger than external motivations. I get that. And internal motivations that are backed by a strong emotional desire are always stronger than the internal motivations backed by a weak emotional desire, which was number 1 when I said that you are not emotionally attached to, not emotionally driven to it in order for it to come into fruition. So you want to make sure that your reasons for doing something aren't really external. You understand what I'm saying? You want to make sure that your resolutions actually align with your values and your core beliefs. Okay? And then what you're going to do is you're going to back those reasons up with strong emotion to increase your chances of success. So if doing so just isn't possible, then that particular resolution that you're actually setting is probably not really something that you truly want. It's not really a real resolution that means a lot to you. So you do have to back it up with some type of emotional desire, like that you really want this, like with all your heart, that you want to see this come into fruition. So that's very, very, very important. All right. And number 5, and I got so many more that's coming in my head, so I'm going to add some more to this. Okay, so number 5, you're married to the belief of who you are now. And I got to take my mama shades off of that, right? All right. How many of you are married to this belief that this is just who I am? This is just what I do. No matter how hard I try to change, nothing ever changes, blah, 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 blah. How many of you have experienced that? Say I, raise your hand, and you're not alone. There's tons and tons and tons of people, guys, out here struggling with the same things, where they are married to this lie that they've been telling themselves for so long. And that's where the mindset coaching comes in at, which I can help you with. But that's not what this live is about. So you can talk to me later about that. But if you kind of like, you find yourself saying to people like, oh, that's just who I am, whenever you're talking about a weakness of yours, then maybe you've been, or even the one, I know you heard this one, oh, I just always been big because my mother's big, it just runs in my family, always be big no matter what. How many of you are adopting beliefs like that? Or maybe you might have a belief that, oh, well, I want to be successful, but everybody in my family was never really anything. You know, nobody ever went to college, so chances are I'm probably not going to go to college either. You know, little things like that are actually lies that you have told yourself, and you have become married to this lie that that's just who you are, or that is the only possibility for you, mainly because that's just the way that you've been believing and following that momentum for so long that it has become so much a part of you. Okay, so you could either choose to believe something else, or you can choose to hold on to that belief. I recommend that you choose to believe something else. I recommend that you choose something that feels good. I recommend that you choose something different rather than the lie that you've been telling yourself. So again, that kind of goes back to like the affirmations and actually doing some of the mindset work that you need to do in order to shift the beliefs that you have been holding on to for so long that are not true. You understand what I'm saying? So with that being said, later on, you don't want to try to make a resolution that actually contradicts what it is that you say that you want. You understand what I'm saying? You want to keep it real. You want to be real with yourself. So I don't know. Let me see. Like even with the whole thing of, I've always been big or whatever, because of my family, everybody in my family is big, blah, 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 blah. Let me tell you, I got some big people in my family and I'm not a big girl. I never once ever believed that I'm big because the people in my family are big. That is a lie. So for me, my belief is whatever way I choose to be, I just need to get a plan and execute that plan that's going to keep me at the desired weight that I want to be. And that's it. So I'm not going to tell myself that lie that, because my family is big boned or whatever, that's the reason why I'm big boned or that's why I can't lose weight or whatever. No, that's not true. So you want to make sure that you are just not holding on to a belief. A belief is just a thought that you keep thinking and that you keep holding on to be true. You can change your beliefs at any time. You can change your thoughts at any time. You can change your feelings and emotions of how you feel about those beliefs at any time. But it takes work. You know what I mean? It takes for you to make that commitment and for you to love yourself that deeply that you are going to make the shift that you need to make in order to see something different besides the story that you've been telling yourself for so long. So I'm going to recommend that you guys definitely just rethink your resolutions and ask yourself, how truly committed am I to this particular resolution that I said that I want for 2017? So if you really want to change, you want to make sure that you do not fall into the trap of only wishing for something. And I put up a post yesterday and I created a nice little picture that I said, a goal without a plan is just a wish. So if you setting goals and you don't have a plan as to how you're going to achieve that goal, it's just a wish. And so we want to come away from that. Yeah, you want to have a wish, but you want to take action so that wish can actually come to life. You don't want to, hold on to something and just keep saying that this is what I want, but you're not doing anything to actually make it real. Okay. So another thing that actually holds you back from your New Year's resolutions is procrastination. I'm going to do a whole lot on procrastination and how to overcome procrastination. But procrastination is the biggest dream killer ever, guys. That moment when you feel inside yourself that, okay, I can do this later, that is the moment that you get up off of your behind and you do it. Do it. Let me tell you, I have been through that so many different times where I'd be like, okay, but you know what? I'm gonna write this book. I'll say maybe I'll get started on it and then I might say, okay, well, I'll go back to it later. Don't go back to it later. The moment that you think about it again, go get busy doing it. Because if you go and you get busy doing it, it's going to change your whole energetic flow. It's going to change everything. It's going to make you feel like you're accomplishing something. Hey, guy, you're going to feel good about yourself. You're going to feel accomplished, like, dang, I really did it. Like, I made it happen. You understand what I'm saying? So don't allow yourself to talk yourself out of what it is that you say that you wish to see come to life. You want to write that book, then go ahead, do the work that you need to do to get that book written. And don't allow yourself to let your mind convince you that you can do it later. because that's basically just the old program that's been running in your mind ever since you were small, to just put things off. So you watched other people consistently put things off rather than getting things done, and you adopted the same behavior patterns and beliefs that they've adopted, that you can put it off. You understand what I'm saying? So if you're around people who are always saying that they want something but never taking action to get it done, then you're probably going to need to change your friends. Which leads me to the next thing that you have to do if you want to actually see your New Year's resolutions come to life. There are some people that gotta go. They have to go. Why? Because some of them are in your way. Some of them are dream killers. Why? How are they dream killers? Maybe they do want the best for you in some ways. Maybe they do want the best for you, but they might say that they want the best for you, but that person may be your biggest distraction. That every time you set a goal and you say that you want to do something, then here they come with their nagginess, or they want to argue with you, or whatever the case may be. Hey, Darren. She's talking about some preach with my granny glasses. Look at you. Whatever. Oh, yeah, Shakima, you are not by yourself. She said, yeah, that's me. I procrastinate a lot. I get it. Let me tell you something. I've been there. I was like the mother of procrastination, okay? I don't think nobody had me beat with procrastination. But when I began to become successful, I realized how important it was for me to forget that procrastination even existed, that I needed to solely focus on the outcome that I desired, that I needed to be moved by the end result of what it was that I said that I wanted, and I needed to make that my only option available was achieving the goal that I said that I wanted to achieve. So the more successful I became in my life, the more focused I became in my life, because I began to see the only way for me to get results that I wanted was when I was focused. When I needed to create a $10,000 month in my business, that sugar pops took some focus, because I was all over the place. True story, literally. I was all over the place. It was like, okay, yeah, I want to write this book. Yeah, I want to do this seminar. Yeah, I want to have this coaching program. Yeah, I want to do a CD. Yeah, I had all of these different things. And I was just all over the place, but I wasn't grounded. And back to it. Next thing, I'm telling you guys right now, even right now in my life, I'm actually catching up to a whole lot of things that I had set out to do way before, and I'm catching up to them now because I'm working the kinks out in my mindset so that I don't fall. So with that being said, in order for me to eliminate that procrastination, what I had to do was take action, and that's what you have to do. So I know when I was sharing with you guys about like certain people like being in the picture and actually being a distraction for you, that's really important, guys. And you also want to make sure that you're surrounding yourself around people who also have goals, because chances are, if the people that you're around don't really have any goals set or no plans of their own in life, all they're going to do is come and disrupt yours. So it's imperative. I don't care who it is, your mother, your boyfriend, your husband, your kid, whoever it is. Well, I shouldn't say the children, because our children do come first. But I'm saying the older ones who are still relying on mom dukes to do everything, or for dad to do everything. You understand what I'm saying? We got to teach them too how to stand up for themselves as well, so that they too can be independent, so that they too can see how we are action takers and how we work so hard to fulfill our dreams. Because think about this, right? If you're around people who are very successful and they're goal oriented and they're always focused, what is that going to do for you? It's going to make you be focused, because you're not going to be able, they're going to be like, oh, well, you know what, Shakima, or you know what, Shasha, hey, Cuddy, hey, you're going to be like, God, I lost my train of thought, but that's okay. So, you're going to be like, if that person that the people that you're around, if they set goals and they're action takers, and when you call them and you're like, hey, I just wanted to go hang out for a little bit, they be like, I'm sorry, I can't because I'm working on my book right now. What is that going to do to you? You're going to be like, damn, am I? And then you have another one that says, oh, you know what? I'm in the studio right now. I'm recording. I can't really talk right now. It's going to start to infect you and you'll influence you, and you're going to be like, damn, am I the only person that's not doing anything? I just want to hang out and do nothing. These people are getting things done. And guess what it's going to do? It's going to trigger something in you that's going to give you that same motivation to, look, I got to do something with myself. I got to get busy. You understand what I'm saying? So you want to make sure that you're surrounding yourself around people who are actually action takers so that it can actually inspire you to take action as well. So I was trying to make sure that there wasn't anything else that I wanted to talk to you guys about on this particular live. I don't want to give you guys too much of this one because, like I said, throughout the week and throughout the day, I'm going to be coming and dropping some jewels on you guys so that you can, I want to build up a momentum for you so that when you walk into 2017, you have enough confidence to know. But I want you guys to really start now with doing it. So if you start now, by the time 2017 comes, you'll already be in action rather than waiting to January 1st and now you're taking action. I'm talking about even on New Year's, because I know some of y'all New Year's Eve, you guys will be out partying, dancing, drinking. Oh, let me get my last smoke. Oh, let me get my last piece of cake. Oh, let me tell you guys something. The mind plays tricks on you. If you think that that's going to be your last smoke or your last cake, you are telling yourself a lie. You just told yourself that you don't have self-control. That's what you did. You didn't say, oh, let me just get this out my system. You think that you said, let me get this out my system. But subconsciously, you just put the belief in your head that you don't have the determination, you don't have the willpower, or you don't have what it takes to actually get past that piece of cake or put that stinking behind cigarette down. You understand what I'm saying, guys? So you got to start, raising your standards. You got to start focusing more on what it is that you do want. You got to start eliminating those things that are taking you out of alignment from what it is that you say that you want. You can't keep people around you who are always distracting you and disturbing you, especially when you know that you got goals. Back to it. I'm telling you guys right now, even right now in my life, I'm actually catching up to a whole lot of things that I had set out to do way before, and I'm catching up to them now because I'm working the kinks out in my mindset so that I don't fall. So with that being said, in order for me to eliminate that procrastination, what I had to do was take action, and that's what you have to do. So I know when I was sharing with you guys about like certain people like being in the picture and actually being a distraction for you, that's really important, guys. And you also want to make sure that you're surrounding yourself around people who also have goals, because chances are, if the people that you're around don't really have any goals set or no plans of their own in life, all they're going to do is come and disrupt yours. So it's imperative. I don't care who it is, your mother, your boyfriend, your husband, your kid, whoever it is. Well, I shouldn't say the children because our children do come first. But I'm saying the older ones who are still relying on Mom Dukes to do everything or for Dad to do everything. You understand what I'm saying? We got to teach them too how to stand up for themselves as well, so that they too can be independent, so that they too can see how we are action takers and how we work so hard to fulfill our dreams. Because think about this, right? If you're around people who are very successful and they're goal-oriented and they're always focused, what is that going to do for you? It's going to make you be focused, because you're not going to be, they're going to be like, oh, well, you know what, Shakima, or you know what, Shasha, hey, Cuddy, hey, you're going to be like, God, I lost my train of thought, but that's okay. So, you're going to be like, if that person that the people that you're around, if they set goals and they're action takers, and when you call them and you're like, hey, I just wanted to go hang out for a little bit, they be like, I'm sorry, I can't because I'm working on my book right now. What is that going to do to you? You're going to be like, damn, am I? And then you have another one that says, oh, you know what? I'm in the studio right now. I'm recording. I can't really talk right now. It's going to start to infect you and you'll influence you, and you're going to be like, damn, am I the only person that's not doing anything? I just want to hang out and do nothing. These people are getting things done. And guess what it's going to do? It's going to trigger something in you that's going to give you that same motivation to, look, I got to do something with myself. I got to get busy. You understand what I'm saying? So you want to make sure that you're surrounding yourself around people who are actually action takers so that it can actually inspire you to take action as well. So I was trying to make sure that there wasn't anything else that I wanted to talk to you guys about on this particular live. I don't want to give you guys too much of this one because, like I said, throughout the week and throughout the day, I'm going to be coming and dropping some jewels on you guys so that you can, I want to build up a momentum for you so that when you walk into 2017, you have enough confidence to know. But I want you guys to really start now with doing it. So if you start now, by the time 2017 comes, you'll already be in action rather than waiting to January 1st and now you're taking action. I'm talking about even on New Year's, because I know some of y'all New Year's Eve, you guys will be out partying, dancing, drinking. Oh, let me get my last smoke. Oh, let me get my last piece of cake. Oh, let me tell you guys something. The mind plays tricks on you. If you think that that's going to be your last smoke or your last cake, you are telling yourself a lie. You just told yourself that you don't have self-control. That's what you did. You didn't say, oh, let me just get this out of my system. You think that you said, let me get this out of my system. But subconsciously, you just put the belief in your head that you don't have the determination, you don't have the willpower, or you don't have what it takes to actually get past that piece of cake or put that stinking behind cigarette down. You understand what I'm saying, guys? So you got to start, raising your standards. You got to start focusing more on what it is that you do want. You got to start eliminating those things that are taking you out of alignment from what it is that you say that you want. You can't keep people around you who are always distracting you and disturbing you, especially when you know that you got goals. And maybe they might even have goals too. But sometimes people might have goals, but they don't have direction. And if they don't have direction, it's like being with you distracts them from what they should be focused on. So then it distracts you from what you need to be focused on. So you're going to have to set some boundaries, guys. For 2017, you're going to have to really set some boundaries. Oh, I knew it was one thing I wanted to tell y'all. Please, 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 stop waiting for your cheerleader squad to arrive, okay? A lot of people don't accomplish their goals, too, because they are waiting for people to validate that what it is that they say they want to accomplish is valuable enough to be accomplished. This isn't about other people. This is solely about you. This is solely about what you desire for your life for 2017. Completely. You don't need a cheering squad on the side of you. Trust me. When you accomplish your goal that you said you wanted to accomplish, you're going to have a whole heap of cheerleaders. And some of them may come as cheerers, and some of them may come as haters. It really doesn't matter how they come. Trust me, they will be on the sidelines. Focus on what you're supposed to do. Pay attention to where you're going. Focus forward, not backwards. Leave the past behind. Whatever happened before, you can't change it. There's nothing you can do about whatever took place already. The only thing you can do is create something new and go forward towards whatever it is that you're wanting to actually see come into fruition. All right. So I hope that this live has helped you with, I think I gave you guys more than 5 reasons why your New Year's resolutions actually fall all apart. But just a quick recap. Number 1, become emotionally invested in your New Year's resolution if you want to see it come to life. Number 2, raise your standards. Number 3, burn some boats, burn some bridges so that there is no way possible that you can go back to that side that is going to take you away from what it is that you say that you desire. Number 4, make sure that you have a strong enough reason to stick to your resolution. Because if you don't have a strong enough reason to stick to your resolution, then you're not going to stick to it. And within the next few weeks after the new year start, spring will show up and you still won't accomplish your goals by spring, and then you'll still be saying that you're going to do it and it's just not going to get done. And like I said before, 2018 is going to show up and you're going to be setting the same resolutions that are not going to get done because you're not following the criteria, you're not raising your standards as to what it is that you need to do in order to get there. Number 5, it's time to divorce. Get a divorce. It's a time to get a divorce from those beliefs that you have of who you think you are. And it's time for you to get married to some new beliefs. Marry some new statements about yourself. Like I said, write out them affirmations, put them on the refrigerator, put them on your mirror. Take $1 and post $1 or a $20 bill or whatever you can to your mirror and look at it every day and say, more and more money is coming to me easily and effortlessly. And the old computer system that's running in your brain, it needs new hardware. You know how when you have a computer virus and all you do is your computer's running mad slow and you trying to restart it and it works fine for a little bit and then it goes back to crashing again? It's the same thing with your brain, guys. Your brain is your CPU. That's your computer unit. That's your system. So in order for you to actually have your system running faster, at a clearer speed, at a faster speed, more effectively and more efficiently, what do? Either you get rid of that computer completely, or either you get one of those WinFix things and you clean out all the viruses that you have and you install some new hardware. So it's the same thing. You got to install some new beliefs into your subconscious mind if you really, 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 really want to see 2017 at its best for you. And with that being said, I'm out of here. So I hope that this live was helpful to you. Please share it with other people. If you have any questions, put it in the comments. I will come back and answer any questions that you have about your fears, about your New Year's resolutions, or how you can overcome certain things. Let me know where you feel stuck at, because those are the things that I'm going to do the lives on so that we can build up that momentum so that when 2017 comes in, you feel confident enough to walk into 2017 already ready for greatness. So we know that your greatness already, but are you ready for greatness? Some people fear success. We want to get you out of that fear of success. Everybody claims they want to be successful, but when that success starts showing up, they start to freak out. And then what does it do? Pushes you back into being unhappy with the way that your life looks. You understand what I'm saying? So we want to just make sure that everything is on point for you. I believe in you. I know you can do it. If I didn't believe in you, I wouldn't even invest my time in actually coming here and sharing with you guys the things that I know is going to help to elevate you and raise you up and raise you into that great being that you are. All of us have a purpose for being on the planet. Don't die with your purpose still in you and not ever living out what you came here to do. With that being said, I love you. Mine's up. Have a blessed day. And more than likely, I may come back on live again later on this evening. I'll figure out like what topic that I want to tackle. So that's why, guys, leave comments. Let me know what do you want to hear. What do you believe is in your way? What fears are popping up for you now that 2017 is coming in? What things that haven't you accomplished that you said you were going to accomplish before that you didn't get to? You can inbox me if you're afraid to put it on a wall or whatever. It doesn't matter to me whether, hey Kathy, it doesn't matter to me whether you send me a personal email about your fears. But to be honest with you, don't be afraid to put them in a post, because when you put them in a post, guys, I can promise you, there are people who have the same question, but they're scared to ask it. And nobody's going to get anywhere without asking the question. They say like the dumbest question there is the one that's not asked. So if you really want to know how to pick up this momentum for 2017, guys, you got to step into alignment with it. And you will not be able to step into alignment with anything if all you do is fall back. Okay? So with that being said, I'll see you later. Deuces, minds up. I love you. And from my heart to yours, happy 2017, y'all. It's on its way. Merry Christmas.